Welcome back, students. Welcome to the class. Today we will discuss the radius ratio rule in case of tetrahedral void and in case of octahedral void. Let's move towards and again what we have till now learned. Now in case of tetrahedral void, there are three atoms in the same plane. The three atoms in the same plane. Now you can see here that there is a triangular void exists in there. Now place a fourth atom over there. So this void is what? This void is tetrahedral void. Now look at that, 1, 2, 3, three atoms in the same plane, and fourth atom is coming from above, and the triangular void is now being surrounded by the four spheres. So that's why it is called as a tetrahedral void. Okay, look at that here also. These are the atoms in the same plane, and this yellow atom coming from the top, and you can see a black dot there. That dot represents the tetrahedral void. Sure. Now the geometrical figure is like that. Geometrical shape of the void means the void has been surrounded by four different atoms. Now what are the characteristics of that tetrahedral void? The characteristics of the tetrahedral void is that the vacant space or the void is surrounded by the four atomic spheres, hence coordination number is 4. The atom in the tetrahedral void is in contact with four atoms placed at four corners of the tetrahedron. Like look at that, first atom, second atom, third atom and fourth atom. So these are four atoms you can see. So they are forming a tetrahedron. The void is formed when a triangular void made by a coplanar atom of the first layer is in contact with the fourth atoms above and below the second layer. Clearly understood? You have the three atoms in the same plane, and one atom may be either above the or below the plane. The volume of the void is much smaller than the volume of the spherical particles. It means radius is nearly 0.225 times that of the radius of the spheres which are surrounding that voids. So if capital R is the radius of the constituent spherical particle, then the radius of the void that is given by small r is given by this. So you can say that small r is 0.225 times the capital R. Smaller r represent the radius of the void, while the capital R represent the radius of the sphere which are surrounding the void, or atoms you can say. If the number of closed packed sphere is n, then number of tetrahedral void is 2n. So these are the various characteristics of tetrahedral void. You have to make sure that you keep all these things in your mind. So I am repeating now that how we locate the tetrahedral void in case of cubical lattice. Now this is a face centered atom. This is the second face, this is the behind face, and that is the top face now. So these three atoms are what? These three atoms in the same plane. So 1, 2, 3. These are three atoms in the same plane. Now this corner atom is above the plane now, and if you now join these four, it comes out to be what? It comes out to be a tetrahedron, and here you can find the void. So I am represented by red dot is represent what? The tetrahedral void. What is that? Tetrahedral void. And the four atoms are given by what? Four atoms are given by you is by this blue dots. First blue dot, second blue dot, third blue dot, and the 4. These 3 which I tick marked are in the same plane, and that is above the plane. Okay, got it now? So there are how many? There are 8 tetrahedral voids. There are 8 tetrahedral voids in a FCC geometry. How much? 2 on each body diagonal. 2 on each body diagonal. There are 2 tetrahedral voids. 2 tetrahedral voids on one body diagonal. You have to keep that in your mind. TV stands for tetrahedral voids. So there are 4 body diagonals inside the cube, and in case of FCC, what happens? There are 2 tetrahedral voids present on the each body diagonal. Now I want to tell you that what is the, how will you locate the octahedral void? Now look at that. The face can be, now you can draw that there is other cube over this cube. So that is the face of that. Now there is also one more cube on this side. Okay, this yellow line represents the edge of that cube, first cube. Okay, sure. Now look at that. So there is one atom on this face, 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 and there are what? There are 2 corner atoms here, 1, 2. So what will happen now? That you just these 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 atoms are in same plane. Okay. After that, you will join these 1. So this is above and below. You get that or not? So you can find here that this is the middle. So here you can find the, on the edge of the cube, what will happen? You will find a octahedral void. So octahedral void present on each edge of FCC and at body diagonal. For complete description, please see the last video. In that I have shown how to locate the body diagonals and at the body center, not at the body diagonal, sorry, at the body center. So you can see here that there are 12 edges. On each edge the contribution is 1/4, and there are 1 body center. So 3 plus 1, so there will be 4 atoms total present in case of octahedral voids. Okay, I am repeating once more. The octahedral voids are present on each edge. It means 12 edges are there of FCC and at the body center. You have to keep this in your mind. Okay, so that's how you will represent the octahedral voids. So there will be what? There will be 3 voids, 3 atoms. You can see here 1, 2 and 3. There will be 3 atoms around that, and now there will be 3 atoms below it. in the below plane. So what can you see? 1, 2 and 3. So this void has 3 atoms, that is white in color, above, and 3 atoms below, that is yellow. So there will be 3 atoms, so 6 atoms around what? 6 atoms around the void. Are you sure about that? Now what is the characteristics of void here? You can see there blue represent the 3 atoms above, and these dot lines represent the 3 atoms over that. So there will be 6 atoms around that particular void. So it is the octahedral void. Are you sure? You can see this is the octahedral void. So what are the general characteristics of octahedral void? The vacant space or void is surrounded by 6 atomic spheres. Hence the coordination number of the tetrahedral void is 6. So here it is octahedral void actually. Octahedral void is 6. The atom in the octahedral void is contact with 6 atoms placed at 6 corners of the octahedron. The void is formed by 2 sets of triangles pointing in the opposite direction with the 6 spheres. The volume of the void is very small. If capital R represents the sphere of the particles, then small r represents the radius of the void, and small r is equal to what? Small r is equal to 0.414 times the radius of the spheres from which the void has been surrounded. If the number of close packed sphere is n, the number of octahedral void is also n. So you can say here very simply that if the CCP arrangement has n number of atoms, there will be n number of octahedral voids, and there will be 2n numbers of tetrahedral voids. A tetrahedral void may be represented by placing 4 spheres at the alternate corner of the cube as given in the figure. You can see here that there are 4 red dots are given at for 4 corners. These represent the 4 corners of the tetrahedron. Now it will be noted that a stable tetrahedral arrangement has the 4 spheres at the centers touching each other. But in this case, they are being shown apart. Actually, they are touching. Now you can draw the tetrahedral void. It is given by this space, white dot, and this white dot, that is tetrahedral void TB, and what, and D, they are on the body diagonal. So I am just drawing a body diagonal now here. Okay, and now I will what? So AD what? AD represent the body diagonal. AC is what? AC is representing the face diagonal. Okay, now if you see that face diagonal AB is represented by the 2 spheres, that is atom A and atom C. Okay, so AC is equal to what? AC is equal to AB square plus BC square, or you can see that AC is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle ABC, where AB square plus BC square is equal to AC. So in triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, where AB and BC are the 2 edges. So AC comes out to be how much? Root 2 times A. Okay, now AD represent what? So So you can see that AC represent what? AC represent twice of R. A and C are two atoms touching each other. And A and C are two atoms, so it represents what? 2R. R is radius of capital R represent radius of the atom forming the lattice. Okay, it is root 2A. Now in the same figure, if you can easily see that, you can easily observe that AD is what? AD is body diagonal. AD is body diagonal. Now what is AD body diagonal equal to? It is equal to root 3 times A. Now what does AD has? AD has atom A, tetrahedral void, and D. So it represents what? It represents the radius of atom A plus 2R represent radius diameter of the tetrahedral void, because at atom A only 1/4 part is here, and that represent radius. 2R, the tetrahedral void represent that it is present in totally inside the body, so it is twice of R, and D again comes out to be R. So R is the radius of atom A, D is the radius of R is the radius of atom D again, and 2R is the diameter of the tetrahedral void. Why the diameter has been taken? Because tetrahedral void completely lies inside the cube, while atom A and atom D and atom C, they lies on the corners of the cube, and it means they are spherical in shape, and only radius has been inside that, and only 1/8 part has been inside the cube. So it comes out to be root 3A. So you can say that 2 can be taken common, so it is 2R plus R is equal to root 3A. So this represents case 2, this represents case 1. So you can take case 1 and case 2 and divide 1 each. So what can you do? You divide 1 divided by or 2 divided by 1. So root 3A divided by root 2A comes out to be twice R plus R over twice R. So it comes out to be 2R by 2R plus twice of R by twice of R. A will cancel out, root 2 will be there. Value of root 3 will be 1.73, 2 will be 414. So it comes out to be how much? It comes out to be 1 plus R by R. Sure about that? So when you divide it, on dividing that, it comes out with 0.225 minus 1 is equal to R by R. So R by R will be 0.225. So you can easily say that now radius of the tetrahedral void by radius of the atom is equal to 0.2225 in case of tetrahedral void. R, small r is the radius of tetrahedral void, and capital R is the radius of the atom. Okay, sure about that? Clearly understood now? So one can say that R is the radius of the octahedral void by R is the radius of the sphere, comes out to be 0.225 in case of an ideal tetrahedral void. Okay, so that is the case of an ideal tetrahedral void. Now you take the case of what? Now you take the case of an octahedral void. You can take the case of an octahedral void. Now in case of octahedral void, what can you observe? That there are 3 spheres in the front side and there are 3 below the so what can you see that here you can easily one more way you can see that there are 2 sphere here and there is 1 sphere so also so there is a void here. Now here also you can see so here you are tracing the 2 front spheres. Here you will trace only 1 front sphere and then you will draw the 2 back spheres. Why it is so? Because you have to show that both the triangular voids that are coming together to form the octahedral voids, their depression is in the opposite direction. Okay, so one depression is downward, other depression is upward. Are you sure about that? So here these are 4 you can say front atoms and these atoms are what above. So if you want to draw you can draw like that also. So here you can draw these 2 triangles so then you join these, you again join this. Okay, from there from on this side you will draw these 2 so you can easily saw now here 1 2 3 4. Okay, similarly here if you draw these 2 now here is 1 2 3 4 so there are 8 faces of that given by the 6 atom. 8 faces आ रहे हैं और 6 atoms हैं आपके पास. Are you getting that or not? This is octahedral. You can draw like this also that these 4 atoms are there, one above one below. Now you can easily draw now here also you can easily draw. So this is octahedral void. Now an octahedral void or site is formed when 3 spheres arranged at the corner of an equal triangles are placed over another set of spheres pointing in the opposite direction as I shown you in the previous figures. Like these 3 atoms, these 3 they are in opposite directions. Okay, clearly clear? So in octahedral void around the empty space there are 6 spheres which are placed octahedrally. Now the cross section of the octahedral void is a square. Okay, I am repeating once more, the cross section of an octahedral is a square as given in the figure, and here the shaded sphere occupy the octahedral voids. You can see that white spheres are there The spheres present above and below the voids are not shown for the sake of the clarity of that. Okay, now what is here given is that four front side atoms are given to you. The four atoms of, like I showed you, these are the four atoms, 1 2 3 4 of this regularly. So these 1 2 3 4, these four atoms are shown like that to you. Okay, are you sure? So it is edge of the cube, or you can say R, that is also R. That is R, that is also R. Okay, and you can see there is a red sphere is there. That red sphere represent what? It represent the octahedral void. Okay, and if you see here that A, B, C, now what you can see, AC comes out to be, AC square comes out to be A B square plus BC square again. So what is AC equal to? AC equal to, now here you can see what? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. One thing is that. The other thing is that AC is equal to how much? AC is equal to radius of the sphere, that is A, plus diameter of the red colored octahedral void, plus radius of the sphere C, that is the AC. Okay, are you sure about that? This value represents twice of R plus 2R. Okay, and AC equal to what? It is root 2 times edge of the cube also. Why? Because AC square is equal to AB square, that is A square, plus BC square, that is also A square. So it comes out to be how much? It comes out to be AC square is equal to 2A square. So AC will be root 2 times A. Here also what one can see that AB is equal to how much? AB is equal to R plus R, that is 2R, and AB is equal to edge also, so it is twice of R also, so it comes out to be 2. So if you divide 1 and 2, what are you able to get? You are able to get root 2A by A divided by twice of R plus twice of R by 2R. Take out R as common, so it becomes root 2 is equal to R by R plus R by R. Root 2 is 1.414. So R by R comes out to be 1. So it is minus 1. Small r is the radius of the octahedral sphere by capital R is the radius of the atom comprising of that particular lattice. So it comes out to be 0.414. So radius ratio in this case comes out to be how much? 0.414 is the radius of the void by the radius of the atoms surrounding that void. It is 0.414. Now you can find out the formula of the various types of compounds by using the already known formulas, like at edge contribution is 1 by 4 if atom at edge, if atom at corner contribution is 1 by 8, if atom is at face contribution is 1 by 2, if the atom at body center body center, then contribution is 1. Okay, so 8 corners are there, 12 edges are there, 4 body diagonals are there, 12 face diagonals are there. Are you sure? So this thing must be known to you. Okay. Similarly, if n is the number of atoms forming the cubic close packing, then n will be the octahedral void and 2n will be the tetrahedral void. In addition to these two voids, tetrahedral, octahedral, you can have triangular voids, you can have square planar voids, you can have cubical voids like that. You can have various type of voids, but in your present day discussion, you are only being given octahedral and tetrahedral void. These are very, very important, and most of the questions come to your examination also belongs to only to or confined only to these topics. Okay, so please must be able to memorize all these things very clearly in your mind so that you are able to solve the questions very well. Are you clear about that? Very much clear. Now let's look at one question, that a compound is formed such that atom M occupy all the CCP array, the atom N occupy all the octahedral voids, and atom T occupies half of the tetrahedral voids. Okay, now let us suppose atom N, so let us suppose M occupies all the CCP array, so X is, so all the CCP positions are occupied by atom M. N occupies all the octahedral voids, so number of the CCP array is equal to the number of the octahedral voids. So N occupies what? N occupies also X number of positions. Now total tetrahedral voids are 2 times octahedral voids. So T occupy half of the total octahedral voids because octahedral voids is X. Okay, so answer will be X also. So atom N, and atom T are X. So ratio will be same. M and T is the formula of the compound. Are you getting that? Similarly, you have to find the formula of the compound. In which atom B forms the CCP lattice and A occupies 2/3 of tetrahedral voids. Okay, now what will happen? B will form the CCP, so its number will be N. So octahedral void will be also N. Tetrahedral void will be twice of N. Octahedral voids are not occupied in this case, but tetrahedral voids are. So B comes out to be N because it forms the CCP lattice. A occupies 2/3 of the tetrahedral void positions. So answer will be 4n/3. So B is N, A is 4n/3. So formula of the compound will be what? formula of the compound will be B3A4. Are you sure about that? Now look at one more questions that here in this case what is happening, oxide forms the CCP lattice. Half of the octahedral voids are occupied by A3 plus ion, while 1/8 of the tetrahedral voids are occupied by B2 plus ion. Now what is the formula here in this case? Now CCP lattice has n number of atoms. Octahedral voids are also equal to n, but tetrahedral void will be equal to twice of n. Now CCP lattice occupied by oxide ion, so it is n. A3 plus ion occupies half of the tetrahedral void, so sorry, octahedral. I am repeating once more. A3 plus occupy half of the octahedral void, so n is the octahedral void, so n by 2 comes out to n by 2. B2 plus occupy 1/8 of the tetrahedral voids, so it comes out to be also n by 4. So here A is n by 2, B is n by 4, and O is n. Are you sure? So multiplying all by 4, so answer will be A twice of n, B n, and O will be 4n. If you multiply 4, this is the answer. So formula compound will be what? A twice B O 4. This is the formula of the compound. Are you getting that? Remember, whatsoever the nature of the compound will be, total positive charges are always equal to the total negative charges. That should be the criteria always. Are you sure about that? That must be kept in your mind. Are you okay with that?